Ayan, good morning class. Bago ang lahat, inaanyayahan ko na ang bawat isa ay tumayo para sa ating panalangin.
Dear Jesus, please show me how to spend this day sharing your love in every way. Help me to be kind to everyone, to play and laugh and have lots of fun, shining your light and giving your grace, sharing your joy with a smile on my face. Angel of God, my guardian dear, to whom God's love commits me here. Ever this day be at my side, to light and guard, to rule and guide. Amen.
Ayan, bago kayo umupo, pakitingnan ang inyong paligid kung may mga kalat ba. Pakilinis na. Pasuyo na po. For our attendance naman, instead of saying present, you will say, oh yeah. Yan. Pag hindi na ganun, absent ha. Okay, let's start with Miss Alburo. Yan, very good. Miss Albero. Miss Arguinoso. Miss Balmaceda. How about Miss Cacho naman? Ayan, perfect. Miss Castardo. Yan. Okay. Proceed naman tayo sa motivation. So, meron ako ditong box. Nandito lahat ng pangalan nyo. And then, kung sino yung mabunot ko, gamit itong gun, babarilin niya lang yung isang malaking box kung saan meron dun mga sticker. Tapos, dun sa likodan ng sticker, meron dun nakalagay na mga tanong. And then, sasagutin nyo lang yon. Ready na ba kayo? Ayan, very good. So, unang nabunot ko is Miss Arguinoso. So, ito nakuha mong tanong. Define or give insights about personal hygiene. Ayan, tama, palakpakan naman natin si Miss Arguinoso. So, ang personal hygiene nga naman is habit or practice of keeping ourselves, maintaining good health. Yan, very good. The next one, nabubunutin ko is, yan, Mr. Rhea. So, ito ang iyong question. Define or give insight about contamination. So, ayan, very good. So, ang contamination, ito yung mga substances katulad ng biological, chemical, or physical agent. Very good. Palakpakan naman natin si Mr. Rhea. Next. Miss Zeta. So, here is your question. Define or give insights about food sanitation. So, very good. Palakpakan naman natin si Miss Zeta, Tama naman yung sinabi niya. So, kung meron tayong personal hygiene sa ating mga pangsariling kalinisan, meron din naman tayong food sanitation. Pinoprotektahan naman yung mga pagkain natin. Yung nga sabi ko kanina, yung contamination, yung mga bacteria sa pagkain. So, dito sa food sanitation, para maiwasan yung contamination sa pagkain, ito yung mga good practices para maiwasan natin yung mga paduming pagkain, and then para na rin magkaroon tayo ng good health. Ayan, palakpakan naman natin yung tatlong nagsisagot sa atin, sina Miss Arguinoso, Mr. Rhea at Miss Zeta. Ayan, nakuha naman nila ng maayos yung mga katanungan, nasagot nila ng maayos, and then nabigay nila yung magagandang insights. Very good. So, proceed naman tayo dito sa classroom rules. Unang-una, listen to the teacher and follow the instruction. Yan. As a teacher, sa akin muna yung attention nyo, para hindi nasasayang yung mga sinasabi ko dito sa unahan. And then, para din naman sa inyo to makatulong or magdagdag ng ideas sa kaalaman niyo. And number 2, raise your hand if you want to answer. So, si teacher, ayoko na sabay-sabay kayo nagsasalita. So, gusto ko tataas yung kamay ninyo para maganda yung flow ng ating discussion. Next, participate during class. Huwag nyo nga hayaan na ako lang nagsasalita dito sa unahan. Dapat, kapag may tanong kayo, raise your hand and then ask me. Last, avoid unnecessary noises during the discussion. Ayoko nang maingay. Sabi ko nga kanina, sa akin lang yung attention. Malinaw po ba? Ayan, thank you po. Bago tayo mag-proceed sa ating main discussion, magre-review muna tayo sa mga previous lesson, last meeting. What have you learned from the previous lesson? Anyone? Yes, Miss Balmaceda? Okay, thank you, Miss Balmaceda. Any other hand? Yes, Mr. Fiscal? Okay, thank you, Mr. Fiscal. So, ayan, natutuwa naman ako dahil may naaalala pa kayo dun sa previous lesson natin, last meeting. Proceed naman tayo sa oral recitation. So, ipili lang ako ng 5 students, and then, may itatanong lang ako. So, okay, start tayo kay Miss Yanoria. Ayan, Miss Yanoria. Give a word that comes in your mind when you hear the word cleanliness. Okay, thank you, Miss Yanoria. Other one, Miss Cacho. Okay, thank you, Miss Cacho. Oh, gusto sumagot ni Mr. Dalion. Mr. Dalion. Okay, thank you, Mr. Dalion. Palakpakan naman natin si Mr. Dalion. Okay, the next one. Miss Albero. Okay, thank you, Miss Albero. Ang last one, Miss Zeta. Okay, tama naman lahat ng sagot nyo. Palakpakan natin ang mga bawat isa. So, napakahalaga nga ng cleanliness, lalo na sa ating pansarili or maging sa mga pagkain man. Ayan, proceed naman tayo sa objectives. So, at the end of the lesson, the student should be able to, unang-una, learn what good manufacturing practices is. So, dito, ituturo ko sa inyo kung ano nga ba yung good manufacturing practices. Ayan. Number 2, do a role-playing on what they've learned from the good manufacturing practices. Yan, mag-roleplay kayo mamaya. Kung ano nga ba yung natutunan nyo sa i-discuss kong topic ngayon. And the last one, value the importance of good manufacturing practices. So, bago tayo mag-proceed sa ating discussion, magkakaroon muna tayo ng activities. So, ito yung instruction. Igugrupo ko kayo sa 3 and then pipili kayo ng isang representative kung saan represent yung topic na naibigay sa inyo. Ibibigay niyo yung insights nyo yung sa topic na mabubunot ninyo. And then, andito rin ang rubrics. So, for organization, uses support to present findings, conclusion, and recommendation convincingly. Meron kayong 4 points. Okay. Present finding and recommendation in an organized manner. 3 points lang yon. Present findings and conclusion with some organization. 2 points. And presentation is not organized. 1 point. So, persuasiveness, for 4 points, make a dramatic and compelling argument. For 3 points, argument shows evidence of persuasion. For 2 points, show little evidence of persuasion. And for 1 point, is not persuasive in presentation. The last one is teamwork. Yan. For 4 points, work as a cohesive unit to make the presentation. For 3 points, works as a group to make the presentation. 2 points, works together to make the presentation. And 1 point, does not work together to make presentation. With a total of 12 points. Ayan, ready na bang lahat? Malinaw po ba yung ating rubrics and instruction? Pag may tanong is huwag mahiyang magtanong kay teacher, ha? Okay, I'll give you 3 minutes. And then, proceed na tayo sa pag-present ng inyong topic. Okay, time's up. Proceed muna tayo sa group 1. Okay? Group 1 na ang nabunot nyo? Okay. Sanitation and hygiene. Okay. Please proceed to your presentation. Sino magpe-present sa inyo? Okay, Mr. De Leon. Go ahead. Ayan, palakpakan naman natin ang group 1, ano? Okay, group 2, please. Miss Huerto. Okay, sa group 2, ang inyong topic is, ano na nga? Suitable facility locations. Okay. Okay. Thank you, group 2. How about group 3? Sino present sa inyo? Okay, Mr. Fiscal. Anong topic niyo? Equipment. Okay. Go ahead. Okay, very good. Palakpakan natin ang ating mga sarili. Ayan. Good job, everyone. Scores nyo. For the group 1, you got 12 points. Ayan. Palakpakan naman natin sila. Group 2 also got 12 points. Okay, palakpakan natin. For the last group, you got 12 points then. Okay, very good. And thank you sa inyong cooperation. Do you guys have any idea about our topic? Yes, Mr. De Leon. Okay, thank you, Mr. De Leon. How good manufacturing practices influence our learning? Anyone? Yes, Miss Huerto. Thank you, Mr. Huerto. Okay. How much does cleanliness actually impact our health? Yes, Miss Balmaceda. Thank you, Miss Balmaceda. Ayan. So, dahil alam nyo na ang ating pag-aaralan, ano? Ang topic natin is good manufacturing practices. Ayan, ready na ba ang lahat na makinig? Okay, proceed na tayo sa ating discussion for our module review. Good manufacturing practices or GMP, it covers importance and relation to quality management. This will give the learners knowledge and background on the concept of GMP and the benefits it can give to food business operators. Ayan. So, dito ituturo ko kung ano nga ba yung kahalagahan ng good manufacturing practices para tunan din ninyo kung ano nga ba yung good manufacturing practices. Introduction of our topic. Ayan. The beginning of globalization has opened competition for food manufacturers not only around the globe but for local market as well. To produce quality and safe food product has gained significant importance. So, to compete well in the market, it is important that emphasis here must be given priority. So, as a consumer naman, kapag bibili tayo ng isang product, ang titingnan agad natin is yung packaging. Kung maganda ba yung packaging niya, kung hindi mabutas, or what. So, ano nga ba ang ibig sabihin ng good manufacturing practices? So, ito na. It's a system that ensures that the goods produced in manufacturing facilities are consistently produced and controlled according to specified quality standards. Company ensures that every aspect of the manufacturing process must be guarded against potential risks such as cross-contamination, mislabeling, and adulteration. So, sabi ko nga kanina, yung tamang pagpapackage. So, ang good manufacturing practices, ito yung tamang pagpapackage ng isang product. So, sabi nga dito, yung mga company ini-ensure nila yung process ng manufacturing is quality. And then, para na din maiwasan yung cross-contamination, mislabeling, ganyan. So, it is a set by Food and Drugs Administration or FDA and all manufacturer a set of standards to strive for. These help facilities earn and maintain the trust of consumers who want to know the products they are buying are manufactured safe in a well-regulated environment and follow government standard. So, sabi nga dito, so kapag maganda nga yung packaging, tama yung label, and then wala yung sinasabi nating cross-contamination, so makukuha natin yung kiliti ba ng mga consumer na sa atin lang bumili. Halimbawa ako, may isa akong product. Halimbawa, banana chips. So, sinusure ko yung pagle-label and then yung pagmamanufacture nga ng mga product para masiguro ko na yung consumer ko is sa akin lang bumili. So, sabi din dito, well-regulated environment and follow government standard. So, mas maganda kung yung product natin is inilalapit natin sa DOH. Kung ito ba ay safe, yung mga ingredients na ginamit natin. And then, yun nga, assure natin na safe talaga para walang apektuhan sa kalusugan ng mga customer natin. So, malinaw po ba kung ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng GMP or Good Manufacturing Practices? Ayan. Pag may tanong po, huwag mahiyang magtanong, ano? So, ayan, malinaw naman. So, proceed naman tayo sa importance of Good Manufacturing Practices or GMP. So, number 1, it assures that the company's identity, strength, and quality of their products. Ayan. Sabi ko nga kanina, halimbawa sa isang kumpanya, no? Hindi naman pwede na, halimbawa dito yung label ng mga gatas, tas ididikit mo rin yung label ng mga chips. So, hindi naman pwede yun. Magkakaroon yun ng cross-contamination. Ano? Dapat may tama silang label para maganda at maayos at malinis ang mga product natin. And then, hindi naman magandang tingnan na halimbawa yung isang company natin is madumi. Sasama yung tingin ng mga customer natin. Yan, number 2, it can help company cut down facility losses and waste. So, sabi ko nga kanina, ang isang kumpanya hindi naman magandang tingnan kung magkakabali-balintong yung label ng mga product nila. So, as a customer, halimbawa, kapag alam ko na gano'n ng isang kumpanya, syempre hindi na ako doon bibili ng product. Tama, di ba? So, dahil hindi tayo sure kung safe ba yun kasi nagkaroon na ng cross-contamination doon sa mga product nila. Okay, number 3, it also helps company, consumer, and environment from harm. So, kung meron tayong good manufacturing practices, matutulungan yung kumpanya natin or maging yung mga consumer na malayo sa harm environment, dahil nga malinis and then tama yung label, may iwasan yung cross-contamination dahil napapractice natin yung tamang pagpapackage. And the last one, it helps assure the consumers of safe purchase products. Ayan. Pag meron tayong good manufacturing practices sa ating kumpanya, sa ating isang product, na-assure natin na safe yung isang product na binili natin and then may iwasan nga yung mga sakit ba. So, may tanong po ba dun sa importance of good manufacturing practices? So, mukhang malinaw naman po, Ayan. Thank you po sa mga sumagot. So, proceed naman tayo sa good manufacturing practices in food industry. The first one, we have quality management. So, quality management, it is a principle that focuses on ensuring that manufactured products are fit for their intended use. It means that food meet FDA safety and quality measures. There should be no raw, expired, or improperly processed products that can potentially harm consumers or cause contamination. So, dito sa quality management, cover dito ang sampling, inspecting, and testing or starting materials, process, intermediate, bulk, and finished product. Naka-includes din dito yung pagre-review ng mga documentation, sample retention program, stability studies, product complaints, product recalls, and maintaining the right specification of materials and product. So, sabi dito, ini-ensure nga dito yung tamang pagmamanufacture ng mga product. Dapat sa isang product doon nakalagay nga yung mga expiration date, yan, ganyan. Tapos yung mga food allergens, para maiwasan yung contamination, and then para makasiguro din tayo sa kaligtasan ng mga consumers. So, okay, the next one, sanitation and hygiene. It is very important, most especially for foods and cosmetics. This covers anything that can lead to contamination. If improper hygiene and sanitation are practiced, installing food-grade stainless slot drainage system is one way to ensure sanitized working environment. So, sabi ko nga kanina, yung sanitation and hygiene is napaka-importante. Hindi lang sa ating pansariling kalinisan, dapat din sa pagkain. So, sino ba namang, halimbawa ako, linis ako sa aking sarili, and then, yung mga kinakain ko naman is hindi. So, hindi rin applicable. Wala din nangyari. Malinis ka nga sa sarili mo, pero yung kinakain mo is hindi naman malinis. So, kailangan natin i-maintain yung sanitation and hygiene sa ating, hindi lang pang sarili, maging sa mga pagkain din natin. So, sabi din dito sa sanitation and hygiene, the plant management shall define the policy and document its procedure on sanitation and hygiene. So, any person who have this shall not be included from any food handling, contact operation until the condition is corrected. First one, any illness. The second one, open lesions such as boils, sores, infected wounds. So, number 3, any other possible sources of microbial contamination. So, halimbawa, ako nagtatrabaho sa isang kumpanya, and then may sugat ako. So, hindi naman yun applicable. So, parang magkakaroon tayo ng tinatawag na cross-contamination sa pagkain. So, hindi rin maganda na may sugat ka tapos nag-intindi ka ng mga pagkain. So, hindi rin yun applicable. So, sabi din dito, there shall be established documented procedures for disease control. All affected personnel should report health condition to their supervisors. Wearing of personal protective equipment or PPE shall be strictly implemented. Ayan. Sabi ko nga kanina, kapag nagtatrabaho ka sa isang kumpanya, dapat wala kang sugat or wala kang sakit, yon. And then, mahalaga din yung susot tayo ng PPE. Sabi nga dito, wearing protective clothing including footwear appropriate to the operation. Sapatos natin, yan. Use gloves that are intact, clean, and in sanitary condition. Hindi naman pwede na, halimbawa, gumagawa ka ng isang chips, tapos nakakamay ka lang. And doon, nagpapasok ka na sa makoko mo yung mga pagkain. Tapos yung kuko mo mahaba. Hindi yun pwede. Dapat nagsusuot tayo ng gloves. Wear hairnet, headbands, caps, beard covers, or other infected hair restraints. Yan, magsusuotin tayo ng hairnet. Baka naman yung buhok may palawit-lawit na doon, tas may kuto na. Wala na, flavor na. Ayan. Clothing or other personal belongings should not be kept in food handling areas. So, meron dito mga PPE natin. Wear your hairnet, coat, goggle, mouth mask. Yan, mahalaga din yan. Imik tayo ng imik yung laway natin nandun na sa niluluto natin. And wear your gloves. Sabi ko kanina. Lalo na yung mahaba ang kuko. So, malinaw po ba yung sanitation and hygiene? Ayan. Thank you po. So, proceed naman tayo sa number 3. Suitable facility, location, and plant construction and design. Ito na yung mga location na kung saan dapat is napapanatili din natin malinis sa isang company or isang workplace. Ayan, unang-una sa floors. Dapat ang floors is waterproof, not absorbent, made of washable and non-slip material without crevices, stopped sufficiently for easy draining of liquids. Baka naman yung floors natin ay puro ng tubig, Diyos ko, madudulas ang mga nagtatrabaho, kakaroon ng disgrasya. Ayan, drains. Number 2. Drains shall be adequate size with drops. Dapat yung halimbawa yung sa CR, meron tayo yung inaanohan ng mga tubig para kung meron mang mabubo, ayun, dun papasok and then may iwasan yung pagbaha sa isang workplace. So, walls. Ayan, walls shall be waterproof, non-absorbent and washable, sealed and free of insects, light-colored, appropriate height for the operation, smooth without crevices, and easy to clean and disinfect. Mas maganda nga yun, mas madaling linisin, hindi yung kuskus ka ng kuskus, hindi mo na malinis, sayang ang oras. Tapos sabi dito, light-colored lang dapat ang ating walls. For sailing, ito ay nakapaloob pa rin dun sa facility locations na dapat linisin. So, for sailings should be at least 2.4 meters and constructed to prevent the accumulation of dirt, and mold shall be easy to clean. Lighting, number 5. There should be adequate natural artificial lighting. Dapat yung ilaw natin, hindi lang halimbawa dito lang sa isang area na to meron. Dapat meron lahat para kita natin yung ginagawa natin. Number 6, doors. Ayan. Should have smooth, not absorbent surface and must have appropriate self-closing and close fitting. Mas maganda yung doors natin. Kapag binuksan natin, and then iniwan na natin nakabukas, nagsasara siya. Hindi yung kailangan mo pang isara para mas madali yung pagtatrabaho ba ng ating mga nagtatrabaho sa company. Next, windows should be constructed to avoid the accumulation of dirt. Those which is open shall be fitted with insect-proof screen. The screen shall be easily removed for cleaning and fit. So, windows natin dapat may screen, para hindi nakakapasok yung mga insekto sa loob ng isang workplace, lalo na sa mga pagkain, dahil napaka-importante na malinis nga yung pagkain natin. So, dapat meron screen yung windows natin. And then, madali din linisin. Next, ventilation. Prevent excessive build-up of heat, dust, odors, and vapors. 8 lang yung nakapalo dito sa facility locations, Yun nga, floors, drains, walls, ceilings, lighting, doors, windows. The last one is ventilation. Proceed naman tayo sa number 4, which is the equipment. Kapalog naman ito sa good manufacturing practices ng food industry. Number 4 na tayo. Equipment. Any equipment within the facility should be designed, located, and maintained to function as intended. All equipment should be regularly cleaned, maintained, and stored according to the proper procedures, and removed and repaired if found malfunction. So, ang equipment ba, kapag halimbawa may nasira na, itatapon na ba? Siyempre, hindi. Kukunin pa natin yung mga mahalagang materials. Pwede pa natin siyang magamit para pag-present. Ito yung mga types and function ng equipment na to. So, hindi pa natin siya itatapon yung. And then, sabi dito, equipment dapat regularly clean. So, mas maganda araw-araw nililinis natin, lalo na sa isang company. Para ma-sure natin na malinis yung mga ginagamit nating equipment, and then maiwasan yung cross-contamination sa pagkain. Number 5, raw materials. Any raw materials needed for production must be stored appropriately. Ayan, a proper inventory must be done to determine the available stocks, and this must be updated regularly. Documentation of this material must be done to ensure quality. So, kailangan natin ng documentation para ma-sure natin yung quality ng mga raw materials. Ayan. The next one, for importance of GMP or good manufacturing practices. Number 6, personnel. Ayan, yung mga ating trabahador. Sabi ko nga kanina, yung mga trabahador natin dapat is nag-work sila sa facility natin ng maayos, and then natin train yung mga staff and kung qualified ba sila sa mga job nila. Siyempre, hindi naman sila mag-hire ng personnel na hindi niya kayang gawin yung mga trabaho, hindi ba? Ayan. Number 7 sa GMP or Good Manufacturing Practices, validation and qualification. So, sabi dito, validation is the critical steps in manufacturing processes. This is to ensure that they meet specific GMP qualification guidelines. Regular review of this process can also help to ensure that product quality remains high and consistent. Sabi dito, ang validation daw yung pinaka-critical step sa pagpaprocess ng manufactured ng mga product. So, dapat ini-ensure dito na yung, kung nami-meet ba nila yung specific GMP ng qualification guidelines, and then, dapat nga regular nilang nare-review yung mga process and para makatulong na ma-ensure yung high and consistency ng isang product. So, katulad nga ng quality control system should be established to ensure the quality and safety of the product. So, naka-includes dito ang sampling, inspecting, and testing, review of batch documentation, sample retention program, stability studies, product complaints, product recalls, and maintaining correct specification of material products. Yan. For number 8, handle complaints. Ayan. All companies and facilities should have GMP compliant system for handling complaints. Ayan. This should have prepared solution and contingency within the facility. So, pag halimbawa isang customer may reklamo doon sa isang product, so dapat meron dang nag-handle ng reklamo ng customer. Hindi yung papabayaan lang natin. Huwag natin iasa dun sa manager. Dapat meron nakatoka dun. Yan. For number 9, documentation and record keeping. So, ang record keeping daw ay essential and critical part of GMP, So, everything about the facility is documented in clear, legible ways. All documents should be kept in an organized system where managers can easily find and refer to various aspects of the facility anytime. So, yan. So, mahalaga yung pagdodocumentation record keeping, So, halimbawa nga, yung mga FSM student natin, kapag naglalaboratory sila, so, kailangan nila mag-documentation para patunay na naglaboratory nga sila. And then, yung pagre-record keeping nga, napakahalaga din yan para halimbawa may hiramin na mga tools and equipment, nakalista doon, and then para maiwasan natin yung pagkawala-wala ng mga or ma-misplace yung mga tools and equipment. Last one, inspection and quality audits. Yan. Sabi dito, regular conducting inspection and audits in the facilities can ensure that they are properly complying to the GMP. This will also help keep the facility from forgetting to follow the guidelines or they might encounter serious consequences. Ayan. A quality audit may be conducted by outside or independent specialists or an internal audit team designed by the management for this purpose. Yung inspection and quality audits. So, dapat may i-inspect nga dun sa mga products para wala tayong ma-encounter ng mga consequences. Dahil mahalaga talaga nito yung pag-i-inspection para mapanatili natin na safe yung product and then walang nami-misplace. And yun na nga yung last part ng ating good manufacturing practices sa ating food industry. So, ulitin ko lang Number 1, quality management. 2, sanitation and hygiene. 3, equipment. Ayan, dapat nalilinis palagi yung equipment natin, ano? Para maiwasan ng cross-contamination. Next, raw materials. 6, personnel. Number 7, validation and qualification. Number 8, handle complaints. And 9, documentation record keeping. And 10, inspection and quality audits. That should be all. Naintindihan po ba? Malinaw po ba? Ayan. Thank you. So, dahil tapos na tayo, magkakaroon naman tayo ng reflection kung talagang may natutunan kayo sa ating discussion. So, magkakaroon tayo ng role-playing, ano? So, base dun sa diniscuss ko, magkakaroon kayo ng role-playing about sa inyong natutunan. So, heto ang rubrics para sa ating role-playing, ano? So, participation of group work, 4 points. Working as a group, 4 points. Role-play, 4 points. And transition, 4 points. So, kapag nagawa niyo lahat, magkakaroon kayo ng with a total of 16 points. Kung hindi naman, hindi. So, kung ano yung groupies nyo kanina, yung 3 groups, ay yun na lang yung groups nyo sa pag-roleplay, ano? So, proceed na kayo sa inyong kagrupo. And bibigyan ko lang kayo ng 3 minutes. Proceed na tayo sa inyong presentation. So, ayan, time's up. Okay. Kung kanina ang nauna is group 1, group 3 naman muna ngayon. Ayan. Proceed na kayo sa inyong roleplay. Ayan, palakpakan naman natin ang group 3. Napakaganda, no? Talagang mukhang marami kayo natutunan. Ayan, proceed tayo sa group 2. Present na kayo for 2 minutes. Ayan, palakpakan din naman natin ang group 2, ano? Napakahusay, yan. Tapos group 1, 2 minutes lang, ano? Ayan, proceed na kayo. Ayan. Thank you, group 1. Palakpakan din natin. And then, dahil marami kayo natutunan sa ating topic, binigyan ko kayo lahat ng 16 points. Yan. So, for our oral reflection naman, yan. Gaas lang ako ng 2 students. Miss Cabarle, yan. What is the importance of good manufacturing practices? Ayan, thank you, Miss Cabarle. So, napakahalaga nga ng good manufacturing practices. Ano, tama yung sinabi mo? Kung di natin yung napapractice yung tamang paglilinis ating mga equipment, and magkakaroon tayo ng cross-contamination sa ating pagkain kung saan hindi magiging healthy yung mga kakain. Yan, ganyan. So, for you, Mr. Reblora, what have you learned sa ating diniscuss? Ayan. Thank you, Mr. Reblora. So, for our assignment naman, yan. Wala tayong assignment. Take some rest. Take care of your physical and mental health. Ayan. Thank you sa inyong cooperation. No? Sana naman is, kung ano man yung na-discuss natin dito is natutunan nyo talaga and then may apply nyo sa inyong mga sarili. Sabi ko nga, hindi lang dapat tayo maging malinis sa ating pang sariling katawan. Dapat sa ating di mga pagkain. Dahil hindi man porke malinis tayo sa ating katawan, tapos mo naman yung kinakain natin is healthy na tayo. Ano? So, dapat matutunan natin yung paglilinis din sa ating mga kinakain. I-make sure natin na yung bibili nating product is goods nga ba, yung quality. Yan. Lalo na sa inyong mga FSM students, ano, dapat kayo yung kauna-unahang nakikita ng mga estudyante dito sa SLSU Lucena na malilinis. Ano, malinis ba kayo? Ayan. So, dapat hindi lang malinis sa pang sariling katawan, dapat din sa mga pagkain. Yan, lalo na sa laboratory. Ayan. Dahil balang araw is lalabas din tayo sa school na to, mag-OJT tayo, or mag-industry in the future. Ayan, dapat ma-practice na natin yung tamang kalinisan. Dahil napaka-importante nito sa ating buhay. So, yun lang naman. God bless everyone. Ingat sa pag-uwi.